Shalom Israel, first and foremost, I do give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh B'Hashem El Shai, B'Hashem HaKadosh, the one of the apostles, Nails Great Millstone for teaching us his truth. Peace and blessings to the hope like the one Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Hanfal and Hebrew, B'Hashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back in our lesson. This will be another MOTV update, as you see within the title, Step Towards the You Know What. Now, speaking of the Charagma, which you get in Revelation 13:16, which that word Charagma is the word mark in the Greek, which goes into the word scratch, etch, showing that it's a physical mark. And you already see how these devils are, laying out the infrastructure and the foundation in order to usher and bring about this beast system, which is going to be ran through that MOTB, which is the RFID CHIP. And you see how they are conditioning and preparing you for it. As you see right here within this article, wireless implantable lead device treats deep-seated cancer using light. You also see different apps that are implementing, pushing out, dealing with Amazon One. We're able to pay with the palm of your hand. You see how they're implementing more self-checkout aisles. You also see how this place is moving towards a digitized system, a digitized currency. But I do want to read this quick article right here just to get the meat out of it, see what we can get. And obviously get the scriptures, and Lord's lesson will be edifying and to the point. Now, there's certain types of light, when used in conjunction with a light-activated drug, have been shown to be an effective, minimally invasive treatment for cancer situated on or just beneath the skin. So you're seeing these miracles on the left-hand side that they're performing through their technology. And you're going to have many people be deceived and tempted into taking it, man. As you already see, people are taking similar things to that of the Neuralink already. Where people are paralyzed, now they're able to move things with their mind. Dealing with this one guy. He's playing chess, with his brain. He was able to move the cursor, the mouse on the screen just with his mind. You has one woman that took something similar to that, the Neuralink, where she's able to think of, something she's wanting to say, and it appears the text on the screen. But it says, however, cancers that are deep-seated and shielded by layers of tissue, blood, and bone have historically been unreachable by light-based treatments. Now, this is to extend the therapeutic benefits of light to these more inaccessible cancers, a team of engineers and scientists have developed a wireless implantable lead device. This innovative device, when used alongside a light-sensitive dye, not only kills cancer cells, but also stimulates the immune system's cancer-targeting response. So you're not having many people gravitating towards it, seeing the benefits of it. Because they're also going to be pushing these things in the name of so-called safety. That's better for your health. It's better than these high-risk surgeries that you see people taking. So you're going to have people jumping right along board. People signing up for it, man. But we're wanting to spend for Yahweh B'Hashem El Shai to stay away from it, man, because you will receive great judgment, death, man, for taking it. Now, I'll read just the last bit right here. It's just describing what this device is and what it's doing, but ultimately pushing the point how this is ultimately preparing you and conditioning you for that MOTB. Step towards that direction. As you all see the many other things that they're doing. As the somewhat colors of light have been found to penetrate tissue deeper than others, green light, which does not penetrate very deeply, is particularly effective at eliciting a strong anti-cancer response. However, before the light can effectively destroy cancer cells, the cells must be treated with a dye that contains light-absorbing molecules. Engineers and scientists at the University of Notre Dame have created a device that activates this dye, converting the light into energy that converts the cell's own oxygen into a toxic agent. So once again, miracles on the left-hand side, thereby turning the cancer cells against themselves. While other treatments also use the cell's oxygen in a similar manner, this device uniquely induces a type of cell death that is especially beneficial. So there you go, that word beneficial. They're going to be incentivizing and pushing these things onto people. Once in the name of so-called safety, how much it's easier, what's beneficial for your health, all sorts of things, man. But as you get in the scriptures in Psalms 55:21, Psalm 58:3, Ecclesiastes 12th chapter, this devil's not to be trusted in any case, man. We're speaking of Esau, Edom here, the wicked the Bible speaks of, man. You get in the book of Malachi, the 1st chapter, and the 4th verse, it literally, names Esau, Edom, the border of wickedness. But the 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 now says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We see what he's playing at and what this ultimately leads up to. We are once again warning you to pray Yahweh Hashem Shai to stay away from these things, especially once that MOTB is mandated and pushed out. Now, one more time, let Satan take advantage of this, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we ultimately see what this is leading up to, man. And the Lord has set up watchmen, prophets among you to warn you of these coming times, man. But you're going to have many Israelites that end up bending that knee, cracking under that pressure, because you're going to have these temptations going out, especially the pressure that's going to be applied. We're going to be persecuted for not wanting to bow down to this beast system. And you saw an example, back in 2020, dealing with those restrictions, those mandates that were in place where certain jobs needed you to have that juice, to be tested and all that stuff. And you had many Israelites that knew this truth. Like, guess what? They went and took that juice, man. So if you failed the pop quiz, what makes you think you're ready for the test? It's Revelation 13, 16 to 17, because that was nothing but a trial run, man, for what these devils are getting ready to do. And really, back in 20, that was the Lord testing your faith. And you had a lot of Israelites failed already, man. It's Revelation 13, 16 through 17, which is the main point. This is what it's all leading up to, as you have that saying, as the brothers like to say, all roads lead to the MOTB. And he called over small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead. That's why it's important to look into the etymology of these words so you know what it's talking about. Honestly, so I could get it real quick. Get the blue letter. Because it's for edification's sake. 13:16. Showing you as a physical mark. And what's in that word mark in the Greek goes into the word charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Now right here says a scratch or etching stamp as a badge of servitude. And really that's it right there. Because you especially, taking that C-hip, that charagma, goes to show you are in agreement with this beast system, that you are making Esau, Edom, your God. Now, read verse 16 one more time. And he called over small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark at the right hand or in their foreheads, as you all see in things dealing with the Neuralink. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell. So you're going to have these mandates, these restrictions being pushed out to where you won't be able to live a so-called normal life without it. And that's where you're going to have many Israelites end up buckling, end up bending that knee. Our faith will be tried. We're going to be tested. It's not going to be easy, man. That's why we continue to pray to Yahweh Hashem Shai to continue to keep his spirit upon us, man. To keep us in these coming times, man. So that we're able to withstand these things. To deny that MOTB. To deny this beast system. To stand boldly for the Lord. Praying we're of that hopeful elect, Lord's will. One more time, verse 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that the mark of the name beast or the number of his name. And you're going to have many jigs saying, although if we're not supposed to take it, and if we're unable to live a so-called normal life without it, then what are we going to do? How are we going to eat? How are we going to survive? Put your faith and trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. You get throughout many scriptures, the Lord's going to take care of his elect, man. He's going to defend them in these coming times. In the midst of this famine, in the times of Jacob's trouble, the elect are going to be well kept, man. They're going to have abundance. As you in Ezra's second chapter. Continue on. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 9, they go into these miracles as they're once again performing on the left hand side through their technology. And why you're going to have many people be tempted and especially being deceived into taking these things, man. But you also saw a while back, Yama said you're able to listen to music within your brain if you take it. Able to see holograms, all this stuff, man. And you had many of these jakes that were already wanting to take it. I'm able to listen to music in my brain. I don't need to carry my phone or my headphones anymore, this and that. So you're going to see many people see the benefits of it, man. Especially dealing with Jake, wanting to always be on the next big thing, the next big wave, Now, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, now it says, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Those are lying wonders, man. Matthew 24 and 24 also answer that point. For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders and so much that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. And it's impossible to deceive the Lord's elect, but it's going through that great deception. How many people can be deceived, from these things, man? But the Lord's going to defend and protect his elect in the midst of all this, man. That's why you get in as we just got in the first chapter. In the first scripture we pulled in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. How we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. The elect see through those things. Because that's who Yahweh Hashem is dealing with and who he has bestowed this knowledge upon. Now let's get a couple more. It's Isaiah 10:1 to go into these unrighteous decrees and what these devils are preparing to do. As a woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievances which they have prescribed, these draconian-like laws and measures. When you go into the word draconian, goes into the word harsh, strict, these severe-like laws and be pushing out. We're going to have a lot of people being pushed into a corner where you'll be forced to make a choice. And only one of those choices is correct, man. Because once again, you know how many Israelites ended up taking it, thinking they chose so-called life. In reality, you chose death, man. Now, let's get last few scriptures I got. Revelation 2:10. And what's going is persecution that we will receive for not, bowing down to this beast system and not taking that charagma. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried. In these concentration camps, in these FEMA camp centers, whatever the case may be. And behold, the devil shall cast you into prison that you may be tried and shall have tribulation 10 days, during a certain period of time. Because you saw once again back in 2020, people that didn't want to wear masks, were thrown into jail. They were literally fined, especially even dealing with the Jews. They required it for certain jobs. And if you want to abide by it, then you go and kick rocks. But you're pushing that point out, people were, fined and jailed for not wanting to abide by things, the restrictions and mandates that they had in place. Now imagine coming to these last days, man. And they're going to be tightening that grip even more. As in Revelation 12 told them, become down with that great wrath. Behold, the devil shall cast you into prison that ye may be tried, and shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So is the reward and a prize waiting for us at the end of that finish line. We just got to endure. We got to remain faithful, man. And especially in James 1:12, the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, shall receive the crown of life. It's well worth the wait. It's well worth enduring these afflictions and adversities that we, will go through and have gone through, man. Let's continue on. Got 3 more scriptures, and I'll be on that right there. It's Isaiah 10:20. Now it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped to the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them. So very soon, we're not going to be relying upon Esau, Edom, these devils any longer. Because, right now we're still adapting, doing what we got to do. But once they mandate the MOTB and, push out these mandates and restrictions, that's when we'll fully take a step back and rely fully upon our power, Yahweh B'Shem Shai. And we're no longer really going to be relying upon these devils anymore, man. Now, one more time, it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, such as are escaped the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Shai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So, once again, Esau, Edom, once he pushes these things out, that's when we'll fully take a step back, man, and fully rely upon our power, Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Because right now we still have to go to these devils for things, food, paying the bills, whatever the case may be. But very soon we're not going to be doing that any longer. As we just read Revelation 13:16, how you won't be able to live a so-called normal life without that charagma. And like about that point, you have Jakes will raise the question, what we do? We're going to be relying upon our power, man. Yahweh B'Shem Shai, he's going to be the one to take care of us, to protect us, to guide us through all these times, man. That's who we're relying upon and calling upon, man. Does want to bring that point home. Now, 2 more, and we'll close it out. It's Revelation 3:10. Because I was kept with my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, will ultimately will be when that MOTB is presented in front of us. One more time, because I was kept with my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we're going to be tried, and we're going to be tested, man. That's why we continue to pray that Yahweh Bashem Shai will, continue to keep his spirit upon us, man, so we're able to, stand against these things, to deny that charagma, to not fall into, temptation, man. Because what do you mean having your own family come against you, pushing you to go and take it, your own woman, and your little ones, whatever the case may be. It's not going to be easy, man. Maybe we have our faith and our trust in Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. There's about the point, there's many scripts that goes into the great miracles and the great things the Lord can do for those that believe, his elect. Now, the Revelation 14:9-10 will close out this right here. Going to go into the judgment that you will receive if you do take that charagma, that MOTB. Because many people are still taking these things lightly and thinking nothing's going to happen. And so then their angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and how to do that? By the way of receiving that charagma, that sihip, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Because you taking that charagma, you taking the MOTB, once again goes to show you that you are in agreement with this beast system, that you are once again making Esau, Edom, your God, as I brought up that point earlier. Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out mixture into the cup of his indignation, and it shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That fire and brimstone is going to be by the way of thermonuclear missiles, man. That great destruction that the Lord is going to rain upon this place. That's why you're seeing tensions building between these nations. Conflict continue to arise. The Lord is stirring that pot for a reason. With fire and brimstone in the presence of all the angels and in the presence of the Lamb, that Lamb being Yahweh Shai. But, that's the point right there. I'm going to make a quick lesson going to this article right here, which came out, a little bit ago. But, the point still stands. You're seeing the steps being made and ultimately direction that this is heading towards. But, that's the point right there. Those is edifying to the point. I do want to close out and give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Kakadash, the born of the apostles, and those great mills for teaching us this true peace and blessings to the whole place of Israel. Shalom. See you next one. Lord's will.